We are the Hebrew Israelites. Week in and week out, we come to prophesy the downfall of America. Tell the people on this side who we are. Anybody of Negro, Indian, or Latino descent are the true children of Israel according to the Bible. And today, we wanted to talk a little bit about this new Bitcoin thing and its association with the mark of the beast. Because this Bitcoin, and we've spoken about it a few times in the past. In 2013, when the Bitcoin was first getting, really catching wind with the public. But now it's starting to pick up a little more. And Bitcoin is what they call a cryptocurrency or internet currency. Basically, Bitcoin has no tangibility to it. It's just internet money. And we were already saying how that's going to be the system that they use for the RFID chip. Because Bitcoin is just going to be that internet money.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666.
Yep, because that RFID chip is going to have a barcode on it. First two, the middle two, and the last two lines are the exact same link, and they all represent 6. And the currency for this RFID chip is looking to be that Bitcoin. They're going so far as to advertise Bitcoin in stores. They're going so far as to advertise Bitcoin in stores, and as a matter of fact, they're starting to have your idols is starting to push that Bitcoin. Like I was reading articles on the Bitcoin news, and it was I think it was June the 4th or something like that. Sometime this week, 50 Cent is talking about he accepts Bitcoin for his CD. That's just to get you Jakes all riled up and ready to use Bitcoin. Oh, 50 Cent is using Bitcoin, because basically you Jakes are like follow the leaders. Isaiah where he says Israel a homeborn slave. Because you Jakes are basically some follow the leaders. Y'all don't want to follow the Lord or follow the truth, but y'all follow all these idols that Esau has set up for you to follow. 50 Cent is one of them. When they start
Isaiah 36, starting at 6. Lo, thou trustest in the staff of Egypt, or the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, wherein a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. But if thou say to me, we trust in the Lord our power, is it not he whose high places and whose altars Hezekiah have taken away and said unto Judah to Jerusalem, who shall worship before this altar? Alright, I'm back. There's a lot of people leaning on this money-based society or this currency-based society. It's gonna turn around and it's gonna fuck your ass. It's gonna mess you up. You understand? It's gonna mess you up. You understand? Because the reeds are gonna go straight to your hand and it's gonna cause you injury. One day you're gonna go to these banks, you're gonna find out that they actually don't have your money the same thing they did in Cyprus. Okay? That's it driving through your own hand. Because your hand is what makes the transfer of this money, okay? You work with your hands to even make that dollar. Whether it be righteousness or wickedness, you understand? It's going to pierce you in your hand. And that worship in that tabernacle, the tabernacle being actually this flesh that we have now, because we rose with Yahweh Shai in spirit, you understand? So there's only a certain amount of people that bring to that tabernacle and actually worship before him. Right? So this currency, man, is falling to pieces. This Bitcoin, everybody is actually putting a bid in on it. You got stars, this is the next big thing, you understand? You got simple stars actually opening up their own form of Bitcoin. Like we said last week, there's a place down here that just started accepting Bitcoin, you understand? And they trying to make Israel the first cashless society in history, in the whole world. Alright, which makes more sense because they have most of the gold in the world anyway.
What do they call it? Cryptocurrency?
Yeah, right. Yep.
Or crypto like on a computer?
Right, right. Yep. Crypto as in a computer basically is numbers on a computer. There's no value to it. It's just basically just numbers on a computer. And they're getting you jakes ready for it by having y'all stars start to push this cryptocurrency or push this Bitcoin so it can gain steam among Israel, among you jakes that don't know. So, you know, basically you jakes are just idiots out here, you know?
Now you said that America's idols are now pushing Bitcoin.
Right.
That shows that pretty much, you know, once they get celebrities or anybody of high status in the society, that's when Jake and along with the rest of the masses, that's when they'll catch on to it.
Exactly. When their idols start pushing stuff, when American stars start pushing stuff, that's when Jake start doing it. And they really starting to catch fire with this Bitcoin. And that's one of the ways that you know it's going to be attached to that mark of the beast, to the RFID chip, because it's a system that's already in place. Basically, it's just a different name for it. Instead of calling it RFID chip, it's Bitcoin. And then they're going to put it on an RFID chip. And they're probably going to name it something else down the line, because that's how Esau do. He plays.
They started off at mint chip at first. They started off as being mint chip.
Exactly. That was the first cryptocurrency, was mint chip. And then, a matter of fact, they had several cryptocurrencies over time, but Bitcoin had pretty much came last, and now it's starting to look like the one that they're going to use.
Isaiah 19 starting at 14. The Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. And one of those works is this Bitcoin, okay? And their false attempt at forming cashless currency. Do you understand? The whole point in having a currency is something that you can see and hold. It holds to your credibility. Okay, it's not appearing out of thin air. That's why true currency is always going to be valued in silver and gold.
What is it? Genesis the 13th chapter?
What?
Where it's talking Abraham was rich.
Right.
So if somebody can bring that out, and then Proverbs the 11th chapter, false balance is an abomination.
Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail branch or rush may do. In other words, it's not going to be any kind of work that's going to be left for any trade that you're going to school for. You can have your master's in anything, you understand? It's going to come a time where all of that stuff is useless, because now everything is it's no longer a middle class society base anymore. Either you upper class or you lower class, okay? And even those that are in the middle class, they go to that lower class, they're going to end up working at factories, okay? You see these cats already with masters and they're working at McDonald's, you understand?
Isaiah 2.
So it's no work that you're going to be able to do outside of that which they tell you to even make any of this fabricated money. Do you understand? This digital currency. Because that's all playing into that mark of the beast. You're going to have to actually work yourself to the bottom, because that's all that's going to be left.
This is Genesis chapter 13 verse 2. And Abram was very rich in cattle and silver and in gold, because real riches have to do with gold, silver, and commodities. That's money. It's not, a matter of fact, this greenback, the paper dollar, is not accurate weight of currency. That's not real money. That's basically, let me see that out. Basically, these are the equivalent of monopoly money. That's really what this is, the equivalent of monopoly money. There you go. It's not real money because you don't. The currency that we use today is not an actual weight in money. The dollar is a weight in money. Dollar means weight in money. But this is not a weight in money. This is the same thing as playing Monopoly on a board game. Only thing is, you're playing Monopoly in real life. This is not real money. This is a currency that's supposed to represent silver and gold. There you go. Yeah. However, it doesn't. It represents numbers on a computer system. That's why it says this is a note of legal tender for all debts, public and private.
Look at the serial number right here.
Right, that's all it is. That's just a code for a number on a computer. There's no real weight in this dollar. That's why there's
fiat currency.
Right, a fiat currency. And then if you look up words, fiat is baseless. So the dollars that we use, the American greenback, is actually a baseless currency. It has nothing backing it up. It's no better than paper. And that's why they're gonna get this society ready to have no cash in their pockets, and everything is gonna be a credit-based system. That's why they're pushing everything to be done on the internet. Everything to be paid for with a credit card.
Isaiah chapter 2 and 14. And upon all the high mountains and upon all the hills they are lifted up.
That's not it. That's not it. Is Israel serving a homeborn slave? That's not it.
Unless it's 1 and 14.
Might be 1 and 14. Well, we'll get it in a minute. What did you have?
This oh shit. Yeah. Water. This is Proverbs. 28 and 22. Yeah, man, I got finished transferring everything, man. That's and you know what? Even when you transfer over Bibles and apocryphas and stuff, that's not a one-day thing sometimes, you know?
Oh yeah,
you'll
you
get
take
back
a lot
off in
of
the
notes.
study. Yeah. You go back to read them notes, man. It's like you're getting refilled. You understand? It's like you're filtering off that water that was already filtered. It's being triple filtered. You understand? This is Proverbs 28, starting at 22. He that hasteth to be rich hath an evil eye, and considereth not that poverty shall come upon him.
Right, and a lot of you jakes, this is how they're gonna get a lot of you jakes. They're gonna give y'all a small amount of money for taking this chip. They might say they'll give you $100 in the bank for taking the chip. You know, that's how they're gonna get a lot of y'all.
Proverbs 11 and 1 yet?
No, go ahead and get that. Proverbs 11 and 1. Yeah, a lot of you jakes, they gonna give you an incentive to take the mark of the beast. And then y'all gonna take it. Because y'all simple-minded. Go ahead,
Proverbs 11 and 1. A false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight.
Right, and a dollar is a weight. Dollar doesn't mean the greenbacks you got in your pocket. A dollar is a weight in gold or silver. It's not the papers that you got. And a matter of fact, when they bring out this mark of the beast, this internet currency or this cashless, yeah, you can take a picture of the time. This cashless currency, then guess what? That's gonna be no weight at all. So that's a false balance. It has nothing to do with silver and with gold. You can take a picture of the sign, but no pictures of us. Yeah, it has no weight in silver and no weight in gold. So it's a false balance. Because the Lord never set up a credit-based system. The Lord set up silver, gold, and commodities to be the richest.
Wait a minute. I don't like that angle he's shooting for.
Yeah, you can take pictures of the signs, but not no pictures of us.
Oh, why not?
Okay.
I actually tried to get the sign down.
Fine.
Wait a minute. Okay.
Yeah, just sit them down. Yeah.
You guys, how it's going. Hey, thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Yeah. So that.
Oh,
So
yeah.